let's limit this to just a few people, like no more than 10 members on the phone at one time. And I want the opportunity to have all the microphones open so that we would have this interaction back and forth. So that I didn't just stand there and drone on about some dull subject, but I would get people involved. What this did was it did two things. Number one, as a distributor, it allowed people like yourselves, we'll call them millenniums or anybody else that wants to learn, to interact and learn about particular examples of how we solve problems. What is a problem-solving technique? That's the first part. The second part from an associate member is that it allows you to not only describe what information you need, but to also put your product on in front of more people. And so there's a real purpose here, and it wasn't a difficult thing to put together. I said, look, this thing needs to take no more than 10 or 15 minutes to prep for. So what I'm asking today, and I'll get down to a few more things here, but I want to ask the associate members or distributors who have products that they'd like to present to other members of this organization. This is an opportunity to do two things. First of all, teach, which is helpful to all of our members, that we allow people to understand how our products work, but also to present our products.
So we're here to talk about the benchmarking report, and like Don said, our CEO forum has really pushed forward for this. It's something that we really felt that we needed to have more of an industry benchmark on how our operations are being run, how we're working with our company in regards to how the rest of us as an industry are running. And I don't know how many people in this room have done it. I'm not really going to ask for hands because most of it's anonymous, but it's something that is really valuable, and it's something that if you're not using this, you're only leveraging your own company. And how do you know what you're doing is good or not? How do you know how your payroll is working in consideration with an industry that these companies around us, around the tables here, are in the same industry? So we can say that, well, these guys, they work the same way, they have the same numbers as us, and listen, I do the same amount of sales, I do the same amount of whatnot, but I have my payroll is way too high or not high enough. Maybe I don't put enough in innovation or R&D work or whatnot, or maybe I use into marketing and somebody else uses outsourcing. And so it gives you a leverage where you can start to say, or question yourself in your company, question your financials, question your profitability of your company, and really I think that for a simple investment of, I think it's $200, $150. I mean, even if it was $200 bucks, it's money well spent. Something that you have, and if we do this on an annual basis, we'll be able to maintain up-to-date benchmarking of this industry. So I encourage all of you to take the time, if not with me or with whoever else has done it, to talk about it and see the benefits from everybody around. And I hope that we can do this for the next coming years, because for myself in my company, it's a very strong indicator of how we're succeeding or failing. And so please let's try and do this all.
And go through the slides and go through some of the finer points. It's a huge resource, and I gotta say, when I was first told, yeah, we're going to join ISD, we had some friends tell us, yeah, you really should be a part of this organization. You get a lot out of it. So I was told, hey, we're joining ISD, and you're going to go to the event in New Orleans. And I was like, great. Why do we need to do something else? But it has been such an eye-opening experience for me to be a part of this group. And kudos to all of you and your investment in this group, because it is a huge asset for those of us that are trying to carry the torch, I guess, and trying to bring new people up. It's huge. The networking and the technical stuff that we gain is just great. besides, you always pick really nice places to go and hang out. And, much warmer than being up in the north, you know. Also, just my 2 cents on the GFA ISD spring thing being right next to each other. That was perfect. It was great to be able to go and be a part of the GFA event. Kind of piggybacked off of the Spring Tech event. I realize that only happens every other year, whatever, but for those of us that are gasket cutters, it was a great 2-for-1 kind of deal. So really appreciate you guys making the effort to make sure that that works.